pick up the blitz. Flag is thrown. There's your first down and a lot more for Demaryius Thomas. Swing and a shot by Freeman. Deep into the night. Back-to-back homers for the Braves. Blake Griffin will turn. Shoot a three from the win. Found. They go. Pick up the big land. They
go. All right. Good evening. It's Tuesday. You know what that means. It's time for the number one sports podcast in the world. It's time for Sports4U. Live on YouTube. I'm John. Mark Nick Freeze on the way. It's Tuesday. Our boy Cody is in the house. Ballers and Briefs is in the building. Once again, repping for the H-Town right now. That boy. Texans, man. We're going to talk about them boys. Jesus Christ. That defense was giving me nightmares last night. Giving me nightmares. What up, Sam?
What up, Sam?
All right, Sam's feeling good. The Rams, they made it to the next round. Bella.
What up, Bella?
Oh, poor Bella. Poor
Bella. Bella, we're taking applications. Just want you to know.
Yeah.
We're taking applications now.
Yeah. That's what Howie Roseman said,
you
too.
can say that. Say like continue with the Houston trend. Jalen Hurts is from Houston, so you can just come on over.
Nessa's in the building. Coach's feeling better.
What's up, Nessa?
Yeah. Howie Roseman said, I'm taking applications too. He said, let me handle this, Nicholas. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about today on this Tuesday. Obviously, we got us heavily talking about the WildCard Weekend. Look ahead to the best weekend in all sports, Divisional Weekend, and then we got to look ahead a week, 6 nights from now. We got the College Football Playoff National Championship. So make sure you hit that subscribe button right there for Sports4U. Make sure you subscribe to Sports4U on YouTube. Of course, you can like us on X, Instagram, TikTok, at Sports4U Podcast. You can subscribe by scanning this QR code for Sports4U on YouTube. Make sure you find Ballers and Briefs on YouTube and on social media as well at Ballers and Briefs. And, of course, you can start a Culture Clash Network right there. And, again, go support our girl, Faith. She's getting back on her feet. That I'm lead out there also on that's my girl Faith's QR for her GoFundMe. Shout out to Knowledge Dynasty, who I will be with on Saturday, as we will be doing a watch along for TNA Wrestling's Genesis, which is going down in Nessa's backyard of Dallas. So,
and is there going to be a phenomenal one showing up?
Yeah, he'll be there Thursday for the big premiere. As you know, TNA is moving to AMC, so the phenomenal one, the GOAT, Mr. Alan Jones Styles, will be in the building Thursday for the premiere of Thursday Night Impact. What's up, Muhammad? We're gonna talk a lot of sports. We're gonna talk a lot of sports, Muhammad.
A little bit of everything.
We're gonna talk about everything. It's take your daughter to work. I know that we both can empathize. So I just took mine home. But she'd be around. But I guarantee you'll see her.
Mine is like she keeps peeping in. Like she got this little mask thing, like a head mask thing, and she's like got it on, and then she's walking around in black clothes like she's a ninja. So she's that's why she keeps popping in and out in the dark.
And then
it looks like she's gonna be like one of those jobbers, like on in wrestling, that they're gonna just job out to somebody, or they're gonna massive reveal. So
here comes Trunks with the bang bang. Oh boy! And then Sports says,
that's my sister. So I will. She loves her auntie.
Yes, my auntie in the building. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to what was the big story of the day. We're also going to recap all things from WildCard Weekend, but let's just go ahead and start there with WildCard Weekend, and then we'll get into some couple of NBA news and notes, and then we'll get back more into the football as the guys get here. But yeah, WildCard Weekend was crazy. It was a crazy WildCard Weekend, and obviously these 6 games were all, until late last night, obviously, and then late in the Sunday night game with the Patriots and Chargers. All these games were nail biters. So yeah, we're gonna start there. Let's go ahead and obviously go to the most recent game, and that's involving Cody's Houston Texans getting a dominating W on over the Pittsburgh Steelers last night, 30-6. It was a close game for the most part. But then the Steelers defense, that big fumble recovery touchdown from Sheldon Rankins. And then obviously that put it to bed, and then obviously another touchdown. But obviously that put it to bed, and then of course the pick six that ended the game.
Bullet. Yep.
So
just want to say this is crazy. We bucked two trends last night. Now the Pittsburgh Steelers were 21-0 in Monday Night Football games in the last 21 that they've played, and we were 0-6 in the playoffs on the road. So I like to give myself a good pat on the back and say, and Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I mean, I have a lot of friends that are Steelers fans. You're welcome. You're welcome. Just want to say you're welcome, because most of y'all are clamoring about the standard ain't the standard no more, and you're welcome.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this guy because he's gonna be the main topic. He's gonna be a huge topic tonight. So yeah, I heard that. Let's ride crap though, Trunks. I see what you're doing there. As I said, this wild card has been insane, but no Philly, no KC sounds good to me. Sorry, Bella. Obviously, I know Sam. Oh yeah, Sam's celebrating today. Well, yesterday was a 10-year anniversary that the Rams moved back to LA. It was 10 years. It was 22 years too long. As a person who was born and raised here, it should have been done. Alexa, the Chiefs said, "Let's go Bears, boo Packers." That's what Ben Johnson said too. Alexa, that's what she said too. But yeah, let's go there. Your boys last night. This defense, D'Amico Ryan's having. Obviously, we've talked about it all year long. Our squads played each other in a defensive battle earlier this season.
Yeah,
and obviously, you guys were neck and neck with the Jags to try to win the division, but everybody talks about how great this defense was. And if y'all hadn't seen the Texas game last night on the National Spotlight, you got to see why this defense is so good, led by Will Anderson Jr., Daniil Hunter, Kamari Lassiter, Derek Stingley Jr. It was just y'all made life pretty miserable for Aaron Rodgers last night in that Steelers offense. That whole line couldn't do anything, unfortunately, and it clearly shows. For those who have never seen the Texans throughout the season, and obviously they've seen them really in the last couple of weeks on the National Spotlight, and you might have seen them on Thursday Night Football. Why is this defense so dominant?
I think, dude, it's just like it boils down to the fact of, I think obviously we all know that D'Amico is a defensive minded coach. I mean, he was defensive captain for the Texans, right? Like, and so like, I feel like if Texans, like, I think a handful of people, just generic NFL fans, if you ask them to name 5 Texans players, I would say 5, or from all time, I think probably 3 of them are defensive players, probably, or at least the first one that comes out of everybody's mouth that's not a University of Miami fan is probably a defensive player. And I feel like that's kind of just been our identity for years. So I don't know. I just think that it's just something that that D'Amico's built, and that's just kind of what we do. You know, like I've heard so many like comparisons to the like old Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just kind of middling, like, you know, like the year that they won the Super Bowl, or the Brad Johnson quarterback years where they were pretty much just okay. They had a number 1 wide receiver in Keyshawn. So we have a number 1 in Nico, who smoked the shit out of his face last night, which I still haven't figured out what happened to him.
Right.
And then they had a good run game. I mean, an okay run game with Mike Allstott. But other than that, it was just like based around that really good defense with Derek Brooks and Warren Sapp and Rondé Barber and John Lynch. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that's what won them ball games, and that's kind of what we're doing now. So, and CJ, what's even more crazy is we are 3-0 when CJ Stroud turns the ball over 3 or more times. That's
I don't know.
that's even that's even more crazy to me. I know, that's what I'm saying. It's not a great thing not to have your quarterback, your franchise quarterback, turning the ball over like that all the time, but it's crazy that we are 3-0 when he turns the ball over 3 times. That's just, it's just wild. Yeah, Trunks, it is a Shanahan coaching tree because but it also kind of is somebody that we all don't talk about much anymore. Is he has times that I feel like I'm watching Wade Phillips defense because obviously he played for Wade Phillips, so I kind of get that sometimes.
Yes, of course.
At least the intensity wise.
What's
up, Mark?
How you feeling? Everybody feeling good? We're talking about last night where we started near just most recent with how this Texas defense, for those who never seen it, golly, they're frightening.
One, if not one, the second best defense in football. That's the best way you can put it.
I'm still just at a loss how it's like they keep saying, I mean, y'all's defense in Buffalo is like the best pass defense because your run defense is just total shite. So,
which gets, when we get to Jacksonville, I have a couple of questions about Jacksonville.
That was,
and obviously last night, y'all get the win last night. Y'all now advance on to place the Patriots Sunday.
Artie Smith going to be a head coach? You guys think Artie Smith going to be a head coach again?
No, he's not. No, our boy Justin was trying to figure out why he's still offensive coordinator. I think it's because his dad owns FedEx, but that's a whole nother conversation.
I mean, he did get a head coaching job interview, or he has a head coaching interview for the Tennessee Titans, which just totally would just make my life hilarious. I would love that. Please go back.
Yeah,
go back, Tennessee. Please go be the head coach of Tennessee.
Arthur Smith, who's who's still the current offensive coordinator of the Steelers, is now of course interviewed.
Oh, we'll get there.
We'll
get there.
Henry. Oh, we're gonna get there in a second, Panda. Don't worry.
We'll get there.
You know we're gonna talk about it. But let's talk about the big story that came out of today's out of WildCard Weekend, and it broke about earlier today. Obviously, because of the damage Cody's Texas did last night, it officially ended a 19-year era as Mike Tomlin officially stepped down as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. 19 seasons, no losing seasons, 2 Super Bowl appearances, 1 Super Bowl championship, and now he moves on to the next chapter in his life. Go read the statement he released. Obviously, he's grateful for his time with the Steelers and the Rooneys. Obviously paying homage to them for their role with the Rooney Rule, which pretty much was the reason why he ended up becoming the coach of the Steelers. Because a lot of people forget when they was going to hire Ken, they was going to just promote Ken Whisenhunt to be the head coach. Obviously, he was because of his relationship with Ben Roethlisberger, but obviously, the Rooneys hadn't interviewed a minority yet, and everyone's like, we should go interview. He was talking about this defensive coordinator in Minnesota named Mike Tomlin. So Mike Tomlin goes in there, and he pretty much
wins the room. I mean, he's very super charismatic.
And that was 20 years ago? 19 years ago?
Yeah, hired in 2007.
I mean, just imagine this, though. Like, I mean, what you guys are fans of just really lengthy that have been around, franchises been around a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that have been to or won Super Bowls in our lifetime, right? In our lifetime. Just imagine being a Steelers fan. If you are a Steelers fan that's in our age group, like just say from 36 to 40, and you've not seen but 2 coaches in your lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Two coaches. Bill Cowher and Tomlin. That's fucking wild. Wild.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love that. I think that's dope for them.
I know it's great. And I mean, I think that like I always was a Steelers hater though, like especially like during the runs. Like I hated them just about as bad as I hated the Patriots at one point, just because like I always felt like they were there. And then being a Texans fan and getting our ass kicked all the time, like I always just hated them. And so I liked Mike Tomlin, but I hated the rest of them because they were just so damn good. Just so damn good. And obviously they could just never get over the hump, but maybe twice in that big, long 20-year hump. But I don't know. I felt like Tomlin's super charismatic, but I felt like his time was up. And I don't know if it's the coaching style, like he lost his players, he lost I think he just lost the fan base, to be totally honest. Like that just really is what it was. And the Steelers we want to talk about a organization who they pay their players. They do right by their players, obviously TJ Watt, but they're not the flashiest. They're not the richest. They're not the biggest, the best, all those kinds of things franchise in the league. So, but they have the history that trumps a lot of other franchises. So that have been around just as long as they have. So, I mean, I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I like to see what they do from here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be lazy as shit and promote fucking Artie Smith or some shit like that, because that would be just career suicide. But I don't know. I see it going. I saw this today. You know, Mike McCarthy's from Pittsburgh. He's an offensive guy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he fits. But only problem is he's in his 60s. That's the only thing. Because they don't fire coaches there.
And the thing is, you go with a guy like Mike McCarthy, it's kind of like the same. It's kind of looking like the same if you go that way. If you go that way, because you're not moving, you're not progressing. It's kind of like you're going through the motions, going through a retread. And let's remember, they hired Mike Tomlin young. Mike Tomlin was probably like in his mid to late 30s when he
didn't he play college football? Didn't he play college football or was on the same college staff as Sean McDermott?
Yeah,
William and Mary.
William and Mary, I think, was what he played. Obviously, we know he was the DB's coach of Tampa Bay with Gruden when they beat the Raiders in 2002. And obviously, he's a Tony Dungy disciple as well. He ended up in Green Bay.
I think they should go with if Green Bay fired their coach,
LaFleur.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna say
like
this.
I think they're gonna have to trade for him. I think he's gonna be a Gruden. Like they're gonna need to trade for LaFleur. I don't think they're gonna fire him.
You don't think
even though
fire
they
him?
should. No. I think they should, but I don't think they are.
I was hoping they should. So Buffalo.
Well, according to Adam Schefter yesterday, it sounds like the Packers ad policy. They're supposed to be meeting with Matt LaFleur. It was supposed to be meeting either yesterday or today, or Sunday, to possibly discuss a contract extension because Matt LaFleur is under contract for just another year. Him and GM Brian Gutekunst. So it sounds like they're going to. The plan the whole time was to get an extension done with Matt LaFleur. Otherwise, he will be probably one of the hot commodities. He won't be an OC. I'm sorry now. Matt LaFleur, if he gets fired, he's going to be a head coach.
He could be a head coach in Buffalo.
And true. Which I know y'all gotta do. You know what you gotta do on Saturday. But
no, I think because they won Sunday, that Sunday they gave him an extra year.
I'm sorry out of that. I ain't my. But So yeah, fast on cloud nine. I think Robert Saleh deserves a second chance, not the Steelers, but maybe I think he's going to get a second chance. But if I was Robert Saleh,
I would stay in San Francisco another year.
Right. You need to just stay with y'all another year. Stay back home another year, Trunks, with y'all. And then next year, because that might be, look, let's be clear. Outside of Baltimore, there's really not an enticing job out there this year. That intriguing job out there. I mean, yeah, all these jobs are going to get filled, but there's not that one where I think of Mike Tomlin or even in the case of John Harbaugh or Matt LaFleur. I mean, unless all right, if Buffalo comes open, that's different because everybody's going to jump at the chance to coach Josh Allen.
I think Miami could seem intriguing.
Well,
because they ain't gonna have Tua. Can you imagine though? I just saying like this. Let's just say Robert Saleh. Just say Robert Saleh is the next head coach somewhere. The people that could take offensive coordinator jobs under him, Mike McDaniel or Cliff Kingsbury. My God, those two just getting to worry about being offensive coordinators and not having to worry about being coaches, head coaches, is insane to me. Like that they're just letting them go. Like, I think that Cliff Kingsbury in Baltimore as an offensive coordinator for Lamar Jackson would just be unfair.
Well, we know there was some speaking of offensive coordinators. We'll get back to Tomlin in a second. There was a couple of offensive coordinator firings today. This one, no brainer here. The Eagles fired offensive coordinator Kevin Patullo. This was a no brainer, and I think that's will be the last time Nick Sirianni ever has a chance to hire a coordinator. His 2 times hired coordinators have failed. Hiring after Shane Steichen and Jonathan Gannon left after the Super Bowl year, the coordinators he brought in were fired mid-season. And then Howie Roseman brought in Kellen Moore, brought in Vic Fangio. Now Kellen Moore got the Saints job. Vic Fangio staying put unless he really wants to try to become a head coach again. But I think he's
old, man.
He's going to stay put because, like you said, he's old. And then the LA Chargers, they made a couple of moves today. Most notably, they fired offensive coordinator Greg Roman and offensive line coach Mike Devlin. So let's start. Let's go back to Patullo. Everyone looks at the Eagles' offense failures behind him from everything, and obviously coming off a Super Bowl, you lose Kellen Moore to the Saints. And you bring in a guy to be, I think probably was his first time calling plays. And clearly there was just something off. I'll start with you, Mark. What's your reaction to Patullo getting fired? And where do they go from here?
Listen, I didn't watch all the Eagles games, but I can tell you this. That second half of that last of the 49er game, Jalen Hurts got that coach fired. It was a few plays that Jalen Hurts missed. I'm not even talking about the AJ Brown drop. I'm talking about throws that he missed, receivers that he missed. That if he makes the right read or he makes the accurate throw, Philadelphia might win that game.
Has he regressed?
Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
No, he's been the same quarterback we always been.
Told y'all, I don't know why everybody don't listen. We've been saying it. It's
one of those things I can't say. I just had to ask if he was aggressive.
He's not a superstar. He's not the superstar everyone tried to make him out to try to lie to me and Mark about during the 2 days, Cody. He's not that.
But what I will say is it was way too many games this year for the Eagles where the second half of the game produced nothing.
17 yards on 17 plays 2 games ago is
against us. And up until that last drive, they didn't do nothing Sunday against the Niners. It was like at least I think they said like 7 games this year where they had under like 50 yards in the second half. That's too many times that can't happen, especially with them weapons that you have, with the offensive skill set players that you have. That can't happen. So that's going to fall on the coach. It's not going to fall on the head coach. You can't fire him like he won a Super Bowl last year.
Yeah.
Patullo is the guy that got to go.
I just think that team is. I don't know. I feel like they're not that the window's closed, but like their window's closed. If that makes any sense, like it's not that it's closed, but it's closed at the same time. Like it just they need to fix problems that aren't Kevin Patullo problems. I feel like that they have. When you have a defense that's as good as it is, they shouldn't be. It's like ours, man. Like our offense sputters at times, but the Eagles' offense is supposed to be way better than ours.
Oh yeah, on paper it is.
Yes, I'm saying like they're supposed to be way better than us, but like, what the fuck?
Got up Christy in the building.
Fat. Like, what do you mean? I picked your Bears.
Hey, we got the picture right here.
Because I was pissed off because everybody picked the Bears. I was about to scream at you. I was in the group chat saying that I was gonna fucking scream at you because y'all were playing like shit, and I'm like, Fat's gonna hear about this. The one time I picked the Bears.
Yeah, so and obviously now they're talking that they're going to reach out to Cliff Kingsbury. They're going to reach out to Kevin Stefanski, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, they're probably going to reach out to Mike McDaniel. Howie Roseman just basically said this. I'm picking the coordinators you coach. Because when I picked them, we've gone to the Super Bowl and we won. Or let me do my job. This is what happened with Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly tried to think he was outsmart Howie Roseman. And look where Chip Kelly's at. He's at Northwestern now. And Howie Roseman is arguably the greatest executive right now in the game right now.
Oh, yeah. Probably got to be top 3 at least.
Yeah, so right now, and then, like I just stated, the Chargers. They make the news today to fire Greg Roman, their OC, who's been with Harbaugh in both San Francisco and with the Chargers. And then they also fired their offensive line coach.
And he was with John in Baltimore, too.
And, of course, with John Harbaugh in Baltimore. So, let me get your thoughts. I'll start with you, Coach. We're going to talk about the Chargers. Because I'm going to let y'all talk. Because if I talk, I'm going to look like a hater. I'm going to let y'all start the conversation about it. But what was the problem with the Chargers? I mean, we're gonna talk about the O-line, and that's why I'm not even gonna bring up Mike Devlin. You lose your starting left tackle in training camp. You move the right tackle to left tackle, and then he gets hurt near the end of the season. I mean, there's really not much you can do. But unless there was something schematically there that Jim Harbaugh and the front office felt like they needed to do, okay. But what went wrong with Greg Roman?
Greg Roman. I say Greg Roman. Like, let's just think about Greg Roman back at the San Francisco 49ers. Like, what did the San Francisco 49ers on that team have that this Chargers team don't have?
They got quarterback.
Patrick. What you saying? Okay, Kaepernick. But I think Herbert could be that if he just fucking runs the ball and he wasn't getting destroyed all the time. But I'm saying they had Patrick Willis, Alden Smith, Dante Whitner. They had a defense that was way better than this Chargers defense. Even though the Chargers defense statistically is one of the better ones in the league, in the top 5, I think, is statistically. But at the same time, that defense will not win them ball games. I felt like San Francisco's defense would win them ball games.
All right.
I felt like that was part of the problem, and Roman made up for that and then again, of course, Kaepernick made up for that as well. I mean, even Alex Smith was good under Roman pre-Kaepernick emerging as the quarterback that we saw. But I don't know, man. Again, talk about a regressing quarterback. I feel like either Justin Herbert I don't know, either tries too hard now or he's just a bag of shit now. I don't know. He's definitely not. And I know we have friends that are Chargers fans, but I don't know now. He's definitely at the top 5 for me.
All right. Well, let's get it before we get the Mark's thoughts on it. Let's get the thoughts on another special guest who's joining the show, friend of the show, one part of the Undisputed Go podcast. Our boy Big Drell, BRF Sports is in the building. Drell, what up, man?
Man, what's going on? What's happening? How's everybody living this evening?
Joe, what up with it?
What up, Joe?
What's going on, man? How's everybody doing this evening?
We good, man. We'll let you jump in on this conversation before we get Mark's thoughts. We're talking about the Chargers fired Greg Roman as the OC. They fired Mike Devlin as the O-line coach. What you think went wrong with the Chargers? Obviously, besides the fact they lost Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt for the season.
Honestly, with the Chargers, I think that was one of the biggest things because, I mean, when you have two anchors like that on your offensive line, it really sets the tone for like the rest of your guys up front. You know, it's like the guards in the center is like they couldn't compensate for losing two guys the caliber of Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt. So I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm kind of surprised that they did this. But then again, it's like, I don't know. Oh man, because after the Patriots game, everybody's like, Justin Herbert's not this, Justin Herbert's not that. Like, I still think Justin Herbert is still among the better quarterbacks in the league. I just think it's one of those situations where it's just like in the playoffs, he just has crappy luck and he doesn't play well. And then just is every generation has those quarterbacks like that. It's like they go off in the regular season or they have good regular season, and then come playoff time, it's just like, it's like Cinderella going to the ball with the glass slipper on, and then you take the glass slipper off, bam, it's the pumpkin again. Everything goes bad. So it's kind of one of those things where it's just like, like I said, every generation just got to have like one or two of those quarterbacks that are just really, really good. But for some reason, they get to the playoffs and they can't get it done. And unfortunately, right now, as Justin Herbert, now can you attribute a lot of that to that offensive line? Like, I mean, they were horrible. Like, that man was running for his life all game. And like once that Patriots pass rush, just that front seven, once they just kind of clicked and once they got everything rolling, it was just like you kind of had a feeling it was coming. Like you kind of had a feeling that snowball was coming because that offensive line, they couldn't. Oh boy, like you couldn't pay him enough money to stop any of those guys on that New England pass rush. Milton Williams was just. Boy, Milton Williams just sunned every single one of those interior offensive linemen the way he was playing in that game. I mean, it was ugly. It was ugly.
He made his money.
He did.
His money worth. Made his money worth. I can say that.
He really did. Milton Williams ate them boys alive like that, particularly in that second half. That was like, I mean, the only thing you really say is just, you won't just. I hope he can, get better come playoff time, but hey, until he shows up, I mean, it's just we kind of got to deal with what we got on tape. I mean, he's not good in the playoffs. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you can make excuses, but sometimes come playoffs, sometimes you do have to kind of like rise above. I lost it. Hold on. You kind of have to rise above sometimes, like if you got a deficiency here, a deficiency there, if you want to be among the elite quarterbacks, sometimes you got to rise above that. And you just haven't been able to.
Go ahead, Mark.
Y'all know the group chat. I would want to. It's the offensive line part, like right after the game, and then some of the film from the all 22 of that game came out.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't all the offensive line fault.
Mm-mm. I said it like there was some plays Justin Herbert left on the field.
The second play of the game should have been a touchdown. And he's running that way where Ladd McConkey's at. And we don't know what he's looking at. We don't know what he's doing. Like you said, like Drill said, there's plays like that. I think that some of the elite quarterbacks will make. You'll see a Patrick Mahomes make that play. You probably would have seen a Lamar Jackson make that play. If Joe Burrow was here, you'd have seen him make that play. You probably seen Josh Allen make that play. That's the difference in some of these games. As far as offensive coordinator getting fired, that's we knew that was coming. That offense looked awful yesterday or that Sunday. It looked awful, and it's more than just the offensive line. It was way more than just the offensive line. The offenses looked horrible.
Well, let me go ahead and talk because everybody gonna look at me like I'm a hater because I'm a Broncos fan. I'm gonna say what I say.
You're a Broncos fan?
Yeah, I don't know if you heard about this, but yeah, let me say this. And I'm gonna just call it what it was. Justin Herbert, he's gonna have to go look. Like Nick said, he's gonna go and look in the mirror and I said this to Kenzie, and I wasn't trying to be a smart ass when I said this. Had the Chargers got to the now he's different. My boy Kenzie's a Chargers fan. He dies easy on them. Nothing they can do no right or do no wrong in his lives to depend on what day of the week it is.
Yep.
Had they got to the Super Bowl, we've been talking, and granted, I know Chris Collinsworth put how low they are on Pro Football Focus. But had they got to the Super Bowl, had they beat New England, because they would have playing us because they would have been playing us if they beat New England, then y'all would have been playing the Texans.
Which would have been great because we'd have got a home game.
Is that? Yeah, that means y'all would have got a home game. Crazy. 5 versus 6. This is insane. But it would have been like this. Though they overcame losing Rashawn Slater 5 days after he signed his new contract. Joe Alt moved from right tackle to left tackle, and he overcame that, and they had to go trade for Trevor Penning and all this other crap. Now, I'm not giving the O-line a pass. That O-line was a freaking turnstile on Sunday night. And like y'all said, Milton Williams, I bet the Eagles wish they still had him. I mean, he would.
It's not like the Eagles D tackles played bad. So
I mean,
I'm pretty sure they did what they are.
Yeah, that'd be true. But golly, he ate that O-line for lunch. But here's my thing. Justin Herbert got to know. Look, he started seeing ghosts. Because Mark said, if you go watch the All-22, there were some plays he left on the field. When he was under duress, it's understandable when you're playing against a Mike Vrabel, like a Mike Vrabel defense. But when he wasn't under duress, he left a lot of passes on the field. And me and Marcus thinking, like, what could they have done? Like, could they throw some shorter routes? Or then, obviously, the run game, Vidal didn't – I mean, they can't really get the run day established. Obviously, Amari and Hampton was hobbled with the ankle injury. They tried to go to Vidal. He just didn't have it. I mean, he had 31 yards, but he was only getting like 2 yards a carry. But
no push, man.
There was no way that O-line could hang with this O-line defensive front of the Patriots. So I'm not shocked Greg Roman got fired, but eventually Harbaugh's going to have to go out there and find him another OC now. So now he's going to have to figure out, is it going to – the Cowboys don't know what – wait, the cold weather did probably play a part in it, but let me be clear. The score was still before the touchdown, it was still 3-6.
Don't know what ice is. That's crazy.
Don't know what. Hey, yo! I just read that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's crazy. They really don't right now.
Well, you notice I read that comment, and right when I got to the end, I had to look down. I was like, oh damn.
Yeah, be careful. I don't know who's watching. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Bears, Jay, they're doing their thing. But yeah, now they go out there. They have to go out there. There's going to be plenty of OCs available for Jim Harbaugh. But Justin Herbert now.
Who fits him though? Like who fits the Jim Harbaugh type?
That coach that got fired in Miami.
McDaniel. Sorry, McMahon. Mike McDaniel is he's that mad scientist type.
Yeah, lots of motion, he'll run first if he has to, like run the ball. I think it works. You just got to. Oh no, I don't know.
The Chargers have weapons over. The Chargers have weapons over there, so they're in a good spot. They just need to keep the offensive line healthy.
Honestly, this is how I feel. Like if the Chargers would have hired like Mike McDaniel, the player who I feel would benefit the most with a Mike McDaniel hire is not Justin Herbert, it's Amari and Hampton.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The way he uses Devin Achane in that offense, Amarion Hampton seeing the Mike McDaniel getting hired would probably be licking his chops, putting like motion, catching the ball, running the ball. Oh man, Amarion Hampton sees Devin Achane and he'd probably feel like, oh man, I know I can have a field day at this.
But we know Spanos, he ain't gonna break the bank for OC or DC. So I mean, Justin Spencer's a good DC, but they're not gonna break the bank to get Mike. What's it gonna take to get Mike McDaniel? Because obviously, he's going to be high demand for some of these coaching vacancies, but he's definitely going to be in the number one target for every OC right now until we find out what happens with Matt LaFleur in Green Bay. Let's go back to the other OC firing we just talked about since Drell's here. Kevin Patullo. I'm gonna like Mark just said, there was a lot of plays left on that field, and they didn't get the run established like they did last year with Saquon under Kellen Moore. And Hiram Roseman is like, you know what? I let you hire the last two OCs that hired 2 out of the last 3 OCs. I'm taking the controls now. I let you hire the OC to replace Kellen Moore. Failed. I let you hire the OC to replace Shane Steichen. Failed. I let you hire the DC to replace Jonathan Gannon. Failed. So now I'm going to take the reins and go get the OC that we need so we can get back to being a Super Bowl contender and not having this grade school offense are playing. Now clearly say AJ Brown's on his way out. I don't care what Jalen Hurts said. We cool, blah, blah, blah. We talked it out. I don't care.
You're gonna have to, he's gonna force his stuff out with a trade, right? I mean, he's under contract till like 2029.
Yeah, he's gonna demand a trade, and I guarantee the Eagles are gonna be very willing to oblige. And he's gone. I got Mark and Cody's thoughts about this firing. Drell, what was your thoughts on Patullo getting fired?
This was the least surprising news of the day, in my opinion. I mean, you like the regression of the Philadelphia Eagles offense really kind of, and Jalen Hurts' regression it all kind of revolves around Kevin Patullo's play calling. I mean, I never thought the biggest quarterback discussion of the year was like, where do you place Jalen Hurts as far as among the best, quarterbacks in the league? Where do you rank them? I felt like that was one of the biggest debates of the year. And, you see the game like against San Francisco. So, everybody's going to harp on him. But at the same time, it's like Kevin Patullo's was awful all year. And you could just see it, a lot of his concepts. I was watching I'm gonna shout out Trent. I was watching his podcast earlier, and one of the guys on there made mention on the play that clinched the game for San Francisco, he called one of the most simplest route concepts. He pretty much called 4 verticals on that 4th down. I mean,
yeah, that's exactly what he ran.
Yeah, where's your on a 4th down like that? You got to get a little creative, you know what I'm saying? Get someone in motion, run a drag, a sluggo, run something that will allow one of your guys to at least get open so Jalen Hurts could possibly make a play. I mean, Dallas Goedert already had 2 touchdowns. Run like a pick play. Just run something more creative than that. You're giving San Francisco time to. You basically giving them time to, put a hat on a hat and just basically throw everybody off rhythm and get your coverage set up. And then when Jalen Hurts is throwing the ball, he's throwing it in the triple coverage. Ain't no way he's completing it. I mean, that just comes from not being creative as far as from your offense. That's your play caller. I mean, Patullo, if you're gonna do anything, he had to go. It had to be Patullo. I feel like he's the first one to go, and like y'all said, I think AJ Brown's probably gonna be the next one to go because everybody talks about AJ. Everybody talks about AJ Brown, and I get it. When he got there, he kind of helped take Jalen Hurts' game to another level. But I got a stat that I found. Well, 2 stats. This is the win record for the Philadelphia Eagles as far as AJ Brown, because y'all notice when they tried to force feed him the ball, he didn't win as much. Games where he had 10 targets or more, the Eagles as a team were 11-10 win record wise. Games that he had less than 10 targets, they were 30-9. So it comes from the Eagles work best when it's Saquon, play action. Jalen Hurts is just, he's distributing.
Time out. I swear I've heard that on this show before, right?
Yep.
Y'all know who said that? Drell? Cody? Y'all know who said that? This guy right here.
I've been saying that AJ Brown is a fraud Eagle, but no one would have listened to me for the last 2 years because that bastard's lost me so much money in fantasy football because he just ain't it. I ain't it in Philadelphia. He needs to go somewhere where he is it.
Exactly.
He ain't it in Philadelphia. It's just not. He's not.
Exactly. He made the point right there. He's got to go to a team where he knows he's the alpha. Either there are absolutely no receivers that can be as efficient as him, or the running game is just so bad that they have to like force feed him. I mean, the Eagles work best when that offense run through Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts can distribute the ball to everybody on the team, where it's not A.J. Brown just getting all the targets. Devontae Smith is getting some. Saquon Barkley's getting targets out the backfield. Dallas Goedert's getting targets, controlling the middle seams.
Third man wheel wide receiver that's out there, Jahan Dotson.
Jahan Dotson gets out there every once in a while and makes a big play out of the slot. That team works best when it's centered around Saquon. I mean, the proof is right there in the pudding. And the records I gave, when you're force feeding A.J. Brown, yeah, he's getting his numbers, but you know what happens? He's easier to bracket. And if you're not getting anybody else the ball, it just puts the offense in a complete rut. They work best when everybody's touching it, because you can't single out anyone when everybody's getting it. It's mainly Devontae Smith. When he's efficient, when you have to worry about him, you can't double cover anybody. You have to worry about every single person. When he's getting targets, who are you going to guard? Yep. I mean, I'm just saying.
Right, Mark. Take a victory lap. It's not a victory lap. He said the same. That's true. You can just look at the team and watch him play. It usually go like that for most teams. If they have the star receiver, when you start force feeding them the ball, the offense start looking bad. Before Stephon left Buffalo, look what happened.
That's right.
They start looking bad when you start forcing receivers the ball. When you spreading the ball around, and then you can hit your big stars for the big plays. That's what should happen. But I'm not the offensive coordinator over there, so that's a good call, Drill.
Yeah. So let's go so that's there. And then obviously we talked about it just now. Mike Tomlin, no stepping down. We're not going to talk about. Well, we are pretty much self-explanatory that, but I just want to get everybody's thoughts. What y'all think is next for Mike Tomlin? I'll start with you, Mark.
I think he go wait until all the coaching jobs presents itself. If nothing is look like he won't, you'll probably see him on NBC next year.
What you think, Coach?
Isn't he real good friends with Jay Glazer? He's like real big friends with Jay Glazer. So I could see him taking the Sean Payton type tour. Right. Maybe Fox or something like that for a year or two, and see if he really wants to do it. See what his wife says. I mean, I think everything I've read says he's just doesn't plan on coaching next year. But
I don't think he is either. What you think, Drew?
I think he takes a year off. I mean, after 19 years, if anybody's earned the right to take a year off, it's Mike Tomlin. I mean, I will say this though, and the rumors are already starting to circulating. Y'all know where I'm at. You know where I'm from. Where did his daughter just commit to do gymnastics?
Did she commit to Georgia?
Yes, she did. So people are going to start harping on that. Me personally, I would like it. I think Tomlin here would be a good fit, but at the same time, I feel like they're going to go in an offensive-minded direction as far as the Falcons with their next head coach. So, if I'm Tomlin, I take the year off. I let the dust settle, and then you see what other opportunities might be out there in the next year or so. I think he's taking a year off, to be honest with you, though.
With the whole Matt Ryan thing, I think that you're right, Drill. With the Matt Ryan hire in the front office.
Exactly. And that's my biggest thing with Matt Ryan being basically the president of football operations there. The way he played football, the way he played the quarterback position, he's going to want somebody there more of an offensive mind, a guy that's really going to focus on getting all the playmakers involved, whether it be Drake. I think they franchise Kyle Pitts. I think they keep him. I mean, dude made second team All-Pro this year. He's earned the right to at least get franchise tag and play on the franchise money, which is, I think it's roughly like $15 million a year for the top 10 tight end average. That's good. That's good. That's actually really good money for Kyle Pitts when you consider that he had like 88 catches, 900 yards, 5 touchdowns. That's actually decent money for him when you consider the year he had. So I could really – I don't know. I think with Matt Ryan being there, they probably looking at more the Kevin Stefanski, Clint Kubiak kind of hire, like an offensive minded guy. Me personally, I think if I was Matt Ryan, I'm taking a long, hard look at Clint Kubiak. because I look at how that Seattle offense is running. They do a lot of similar concepts to what the Falcons do. I'm looking at Clint Kubiak hard.
Yeah, right. Ladies and gentlemen, walking into the studio one time for the one time. We continue this talk on NFL. The one and only Nick Breeze is in the building. Nick, what up, brother? What's going on, man? All right. Nick, we here.
That ain't Big Freeze in the building, is it?
Oh, that
Yeah. What it do?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
With these two were in the same building. Just wait for Cody, what up, bro?
What up? What up, Nick? What up?
All right, Nick, let's get your thoughts. Here? Your thoughts on, first off, I'm gonna go rapid fire how we just went. First off, I'm gonna let since me and you go on like haters every time we talk about something about the Chargers. Your thoughts on Greg Roman and the O-line coach getting fired?
Why the O-line coach get fired? No, that's why everybody got hurt. That makes no sense. I mean, look, our O-line was terrible. With people that was playing. Everything. We lost a couple of starters, but our O-line was trash. Understand it. Their O-line was only trash because of injuries. There was no reason for him to get fired. And I feel the same way about the OC. And look, nothing you can do when the offensive line is this bad because they're ranked pretty much 32nd in everything. If not, they're 31st. So, but it's like it's with an asterisk. Because if Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater was there, none of this would be going on. They overpaid for Mekhi Becton because he looked good with the Eagles offense. Mm-hmm. And that was pretty much it. I didn't understand either one of them. But hey, all I got to say is Justin Herbert got a whole lot of people fired and nobody talking about it.
Oh, shit. All right. We're gonna go back to Justin Herbert in a minute. Your thoughts? So obviously no brainer here, but Kevin Patullo getting fired by the Eagles.
That's who's not playing.
That's injury report.
Drake Greenlaw?
We got him. He signed it. He's back in practice.
Okay. You said who now?
Kevin Patullo. Yeah, that's the injury report. That's all I did. Sorry.
At some point, we got to hold Nick Sirianni accountable.
Damn it! It's not what I wanted to hear. God damn it! I wanted to hear something else. We want to hear somebody else hold somebody else accountable.
Oh, Jalen Hurts sucks, but besides
thank you.
Yeah, we already know that.
That's what I was waiting for. I was like, let me hear it from you. Let me hear it.
Sucks. But Mark said a few years ago that he's basically a more accurate Justin Fields, and we all clowned him about it.
That sounds funnier today.
It's even more hilarious right now.
When he said
it's so accurate, but for some reason they cannot get the offensive coordinators to stay above. I understand two of them left to be coaches. That's understandable. But the other three is like they get fired, and it's like Nick Sirianni he was an OC with the Colts. You supposed to be calling the plays. I don't know what's going on over there.
I said this. Ali Roseman was like, I brought in Shane Steichen and Jonathan Gannon. We got to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
They left. You brought in Brian Johnson and the other guy, Desai. Mm-hmm. They were fired They got fired middle of the season. I brought in Kellen Moore and Vic Fangio. We won a Super Bowl. You bring
they got blessed by Vic Fangio because he's from Philly and he wanted to be up over there with his family. They got blessed with that.
And then Kellen Moore takes the Saints job. Vic Fangio, like I said, like Cody said earlier, he's older, so he's probably not going to be looking for another head coach.
He's not looking for another head coaching job. So that Broncos stint was the last of his head coaching stint right there.
So you bring in this guy, and now he's fired after 1 year. Then he get the job back. It's the same problem that Chip Kelly tried to do, trying to outsmart football people. I'm not saying make sure I ain't a football guy, but you sometimes let certain dudes do their job.
Hold on. So who called the plays when they won when they went to the Super Bowl the first time?
If I'm not mistaken, it was Shane Steichen.
And who called
under Peterson?
Last year?
Kellen Moore.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and say it because everybody. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are thinking this, but they don't want to say it.
I thought Steichen was under Peterson.
No, Steichen was under Sirianni.
Okay.
He might have been under Peter. There might have been a cross, but no, it might have been chill. They might have crossed over, but I think pause.
Because Steichen's been like
I know he was on the staff that lost to the Chiefs the first time in the Super Bowl. He was the OC.
Okay. So look, at this point, dog, the common denominator seems to be that
Quarterback.
It's two of them, the quarterback and the coach. I don't think the coach is that good either.
Well, they can't fire him because they just
What that mean?
they can't fire him. They just won Super Bowl.
So, what did Jerry Jones say to what's his name? I'll holler at you later.
They ain't get shit said.
When they won the next year, that was pretty much it.
And Jerry Jones regrets that, and I'm pretty sure he regrets that decision till to this day.
Oh, of course. That's why they're
I mean, yeah, Jerry Jones got another championship, but then when the dust settled and he realized, oh yeah, Barry Switzer can't do this when we got to get his own talent. Yeah, that kind of backfired.
You're right. He did. Shane Steichen arrived with Sirianni. You know where he was at before he was with the
Chargers. He was the Chargers. He was the Chargers, right?
2020. What happened in 2020?
2020. Wasn't that when didn't that when they got Herbert?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it
that
was.
was Justin Herbert's rookie year.
And he was rookie of the year. He broke all type of records.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
With Anthony Lynn, right? Anthony Lynn as the head coach.
And then was head coach. And Shane
I don't
Steichen
think he should have got fired either.
and Shane Steichen was the OC.
Yes.
And then Steichen
Because they had a shitty record. It was really bad. It was like 5-11 or some shit like that, right?
I mean, you got a rookie quarterback. What you expect?
I don't know what they were saying, but that's the Chargers.
Yeah.
But me and Nick will leave that on. But
Yeah.
so before we get to the next topic, what do you think Mike Tomlin does?
Mike Tomlin's chilling. He's chilling. From what I've heard from reports, he's burnt out on football right now.
Mm-hmm.
So he's still young. Well, he's not young, but he's as far as for the head coach, he's considering all the years he's put in, he's still young.
Right.
So he can take a year off and shit. See what's going on next year. And I ain't mad at him. Look, we all was calling for this to happen for like the past few years. I know some Steelers fans are still kind of mad about this. They're upset, but hey, at a certain point, dog, it's just like with John Harbaugh. It got to the point, dog, like divorce had to happen.
He said he thinks he takes over KC when Andy Reid retires. Man, that'd be crazy.
Oh,
Mike Tomlin.
nah.
Nah, I think that job's going. I personally think that job's going to. No, it better not.
Man, that is trash.
It better not.
That's when I heard the Raiders trying to talk about interview. I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up.
Andy Reid and a lot of people interviews. That's all that is.
What the hell is going on in this commercial?
I don't want to find out. All right.
Get the owner of the dogs.
Wait, time out. Hey, what was the name of the video where you used to do the show base with the fucking with the Tigers and all that?
No, that is not Siegfried and Roy, dog.
Siegfried and Roy?
Siegfried dog, didn't he?
No, Roy got attacked by the tiger. Oh.
Why did you look at me when he said that? Why did you look at me when he said that?
He did though.
Why?
One of them. All right, go ahead, John.
All right. So he didn't get attacked by the tiger. Unfortunately, he almost died. He did almost die though.
Siegfried is dead.
No,
Siegfried is dead.
Yeah, Siegfried actually did die. It was COVID.
He died in COVID during COVID. Yeah.
Wait, they both gone?
No, Siegfried is. Siegfried. He was like 80 years old though, bro. Like he was like 80 something years old and died during COVID.
I knew it. I didn't know Siegfried had died. No, I mean, only thing I knew with Roy was after that incident with the tiger that he was probably
the pussy after that.
No,
he was before that too.
Hey, bro.
Something's wrong with y'all, man. Drell, get your boy, dog. Drell, get your boy, man.
Hey, I thought he was for sure through with pussy.
Oh, wait up. Yeah. Take that back. Yeah, they're both passed. They both passed.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking that. Yeah,
I thought Roy was gone, man.
They both passed.
RP. Yeah, RP. Well, man.
Yeah, Roy. I guess Roy did die in 2020. I see that now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he died first, and then Siegfried died the next year.
Harold was Asian.
Bam. What the hell? Go ahead, John.
All right, let's go to some NBA news and notes.
Lord.
I don't know what's wrong with Mark, man. But
What, me?
Kumar? What the heck? Like, Kumar is wild. No, not Kumar was. NBA rivalry week is coming up next week.
You didn't do the AFC. I mean, you did the other side.
Oh no, we don't get to that in a second. We don't get to the rest of the games. But I'm looking at these rivalries right quick. I want to get y'all thoughts when we get back to the NFL because we got to talk about the rest of WildCard Weekend and then look ahead to the Natty. What the heck is that? All right. So next week, NBA rivalry kicks off. And I'm gonna let y'all see how y'all feel about some of these rivals. We'll talk more about them next week as well. But just to get a little thought. Rockets Spurs.
I don't know how much.
So actually, they basically went. Let's be clear. They're really basically saying it's Wemby versus KD.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a real rivalry right now. It was like at one point, like in the 90s, when David Robinson and the Dream was there.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely a rivalry, but outside that,
I mean, it's a rivalry. It's a rivalry in the fact of just the state, in general. But they're very secular. They're very secular anyway. So like when it comes to basketball, NFL is a little bit different.
David Robinson. So it was
Yeah.
All right.
They was getting up out of here.
Yeah. And then my Lakers taking on the Nuggets. That is a rivalry because the Nuggets have owned us for the last 5 years. And obviously, everyone talks about Luka and Jokic, but unfortunately, Jokic probably won't be playing this game, which stinks. I don't even know why this is even in the rivalry section. Someone needs to be fired at the NBA office. What? Cavs and the Hornets?
Why is that a rivalry? Because of LeBron versus Jordan?
Huh?
Dog.
Brad Daugherty versus Larry Johnson.
Yeah, it's like an old 90s rivalry, but that's the last time it's been a real rivalry.
I mean, that's what I was saying. Is this Brad Daugherty versus fucking Bugsy?
That's crazy.
Rex Chapman? Is Rex Chapman playing?
Muggsy versus Mark Price? Where's the rivalry at?
Yeah, it's just, like I said, Rex Chapman versus Mark Price. I mean, come on. Brevin Knight versus Larry Johnson? Like, what the?
I didn't say Hershey Hawkins
Shout
or
out.
David Wingate.
We got the Brevin Knight shout out, bro.
David Wingate.
Or Craig Elo.
Call no name.
Or Bobby Phillips. Rest in peace.
Who won't call my name? Kirby Smart.
No. OKC, Milwaukee.
Why? What's rivalry about that?
Nothing.
They're not even in the same fucking conference.
Nothing at all.
Golden State, Dallas.
Why?
Kyrie's not even playing.
It doesn't matter why.
Hunter Thompson.
But yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's it. I guess there's your rivalry.
Clay's not into the rivalry. All right, cool.
All right, this is the only one so far.
This is preposterous.
Lakers, Clippers. That's self-explanatory. You out here, if y'all in the group chat with me and Nick, y'all know this is a rivalry.
Yeah.
This ain't a rivalry. This is just sibling rivalry. Rockets and the Pistons.
That's not a rivalry.
Yeah,
That's
I guess.
The
Thompson brothers.
Yeah, that's it.
Like I was like, what is this? I'm like, I was like, I couldn't even think. We didn't win a championship. We won a championship in 94 and 95. We didn't play the Pistons. So
one dropped like 45 another one.
Yes.
He dropped the 50. I dropped 55 on.
is it because the Detroit Pistons are number one in the East right now, or whatever
Yeah,
they're really good?
Yeah. And then you got Nuggets and the Bucks. Milwaukee.
Jokic and Giannis dick measuring contest.
Huh?
What?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, crazy. Knicks, Sixers.
Okay, this one you can throw in there.
Yeah, that's like I got some old school shit behind it.
Warriors, Timberwolves. Why? Because they passed up on Steph Curry twice in the draft.
Didn't Minnesota just eliminate them 1 year in the playoffs though?
Last year.
Okay, so I can see that.
I don't think he played when it mattered.
Remember, by the way, Milwaukee, Minnesota passed up on Steph Curry twice for Ricky Rubio and Johnny Flynn.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah.
and then the last one, obviously, because of the trade that shook up the world last year, and that's Lakers Mavs.
Without one half of that trade. So, like, what does it matter?
And the other half, and that person that you just mentioned is probably gonna get traded again in the next few weeks.
Don't remind me.
All right, so let's go ahead and get back to the NFL. Let's get.
Don't remind me.
He could be a Hawk
Because he's probably about to end up in Atlanta.
He probably is. So let's go.
And I'll be good look for Atlanta. I'm gonna lie to you.
If he stays healthy, is a great look, but he's got to stay healthy.
By the way, Rich Paul on this podcast with Max. I want to get your thoughts on this. He said the Lakers should call Memphis and offer Austin Reeves for Jaren Jackson Jr.
I slept it. No,
I am not a fan of trading guards for bigs.
No,
but this trade makes absolutely no sense because I don't know what the hell they would. I don't think
no sense for who.
It doesn't. I don't think Jaren Jackson's gonna help him that much. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Candace said, "Cut his mic off."
He can help. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think he doesn't rebound well, and his defense is kind of overhyped.
It really is. I mean, man,
you know what I'm saying? And he doesn't score at the 20 clip on a consistent basis. But
Austin Reeves does not want to go to Memphis.
No.
As a person who grew up in Arkansas in a rural community, just like he did, that was does not want to go to Memphis, dude. He does not want to go to Memphis. LA, just stay out there. You want to stay in LA, my bud.
I'm tired of me too, DeAndre Ayton. But we already knew that was the case. Nick tried to tell y'all about DeAndre, but
man, I know nobody listen to me.
We trying to tell you
about
DeAndre
fraud.
Ayton.
That dude's a fraud.
DeAndre Ayton. We trying to tell you about DeAndre Ayton for years.
Fraud.
Look, we liked him in Arizona, but outside of 1 year with Chris Paul, what has he done? And I'm a Laker fan. I wasn't too big on the signing. If he played over whatever he's done normally, would have been a plus. But he's pretty much giving you what everyone thought he was going to get you. All right, let's go back to the WildCard Weekend. So let's start. We're going to recap the games and we're going to talk about it. So we already talked about Steelers, Texans. Let's go to Saturday. The Rams defeated, and Morgan, you can get the picture over to this. The Rams defeated the Panthers in a game that ended up being closer than expected.
Hey, look. All I got to say is this, dog. Carolina's young, but they took the right step this year, and they need to figure out what they can build upon to make Bryce Young's life a lot easier.
They did announce that he is going to be – they did pick up his fifth-year option.
As they should.
Jalen Coker is really good. I just want to say that.
I'm going to say this, son. Our group chat, our boy Josh was on Jalen Coker's bumper after he dropped that pass that led to interception. Mm-hmm. After that, he just pretty much cooked the Rams secondary the rest of the game.
Yeah.
He's really good. The Coke heads love it.
Hey, in North Carolina, that's a Bible belt city.
They do Coke.
Hey. And the Bible, you knew this was a big deal for the Panthers. They had all the old Panthers out there. They went back out Mushin Muhammad.
Yeah, bring back Mushin Muhammad. It's crazy.
Mushin Muhammad was there. Cam was there.
Why they bring him back?
I don't know. Maybe they needed maybe thought he had some eligibility.
Hey, I know one thing.
You know what y'all signing now?
Oh. Hey, look. Hey, you know what's so funny about that you brought that up?
Right.
You remember that video I sent you of getting the kid clowning Cam Newton because the Panthers lost?
Uh-huh.
And what happened the very next day?
Karma.
Poetic justice.
Sometimes you gotta shut up.
Sometimes you gotta keep quiet, dog.
All right. Let's go back to the rest of the games.
Nick was the only person who picked the Panthers. There you go.
He almost was right.
The Panthers, they match up well with the Rams.
Yes, they do.
Sam said our downfall will be our special teams and these weak cornerbacks in the secondary. All right.
Next game was the Bears.
The Bears and the Packers, and this was
the Bears.
This game lived up to the hype. And I'm gonna say this: I challenge Ed Policy to let Matt LaFleur be available. Now, right now, he has 1 more year left on his contract. If they don't get an extension done, there are going to be teams calling to trade for Matt LaFleur.
Miami? Why does Miami scream that? Because they just got what's his name from there.
They got their director of scouting is out of GM of the Dolphins. No,
yeah.
Never mind. No, if Matt LaFleur ever becomes like available, the Raiders need to go ahead and just figure out whatever they need to do to bring him over there.
And he's a McVay guy, so you already know everybody's going on.
Exactly.
everybody hires anything that's attached to Sean McVay.
Yeah. Look at what's his name?
Cliff Kingsbury just basically said I was friends with Sean McVay, so he got the job with the Cardinals.
Kingsbury?
Cliff. By the way.
Well, it's like only Zach Taylor's is the only one that's still around. I mean, he was a McVay disciple.
Yeah. By the way, why haven't the teams hired Cliff Kingsbury?
Exactly. Worst coach in the AFC North still got his job.
One of the teams that's going to call about Cliff Kingsbury.
Where's Eric Bieniemy?
He's the Bears running back coach.
Hey, Kansas City always not the same. He's not been opposed there either. Pretty put that out there.
Pretty much. But he had to leave, so he had to prove to people that it's worth. But
I mean, he called a pretty good offense when he was over there in Washington. They didn't have no quarterback.
Yeah. All right, let's go back to the rest of the games. Let's go to the Sunday games. Mark's Bills in a real close game got the job done because Josh Allen's great over Jacksonville. And Trevor Lawrence didn't have a bad game, but he made obviously those interceptions were going to be pretty much cost him the game, especially that last one. How about Trey White? The old vet makes the play that set up the interception.
Mark Boyd.
And Josh Allen pretty much behind Osiris Torrance got that game-winning touchdown. Now, you got to watch the show. Mark wanted them to lose so they can hurry up and fire Sean McDermott and Brandon Beane. But now they get a date for my Broncos Saturday. We'll talk about that in a minute. But
a 10-yard tush push shouldn't have been there, man.
Hey, man, he didn't get tackled.
His feet didn't even hit the ground. He was like levitating.
So
he was like walking on water.
And you know who was leading that block? Tyrell Shavers, the one who was playing with the torn ACL.
By the way, shout out to Tyrell Shavers. The Bills receiver found out he's going to miss the rest of the postseason with a torn ACL. Played 20 snaps Sunday with a torn ACL.
I ain't gonna lie. Every time I hear somebody play, like, yeah, you already know where I'm going.
Yeah, but he was on crack.
No, not that LT.
LaDainian Tomlinson, man.
Wait, hold on.
And that brings me to my next point. Don't smoke crack. If you don't know where that's from, then you're just too young.
Goofball shit like that. Or go ahead.
All right. But Mark, how did you feel about your boys, man?
I mean, we got the win, so a win is a win. I just have one question.
Okay.
Why don't teams keep running the ball against Buffalo?
I don't get that either.
I never understand that.
I don't get it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're gonna ask that to me, if you're gonna be texting me that like 20 times on Saturday,
because y'all not gonna run the ball.
We don't have our running game's not been the same since we lost J.K. Dobbins.
I don't understand that. No,
I don't think it matters.
No, it don't matter.
It really don't.
It don't matter.
RJ Harvey's a good running back, but he's
It
not.
doesn't matter against some.
John,
I'm sorry,
John, you can put on some pads and go back and get 50 yards.
The Bills' rush defense is not that good, bro.
Not that good as you giving them too much credit.
I'm not giving him too much credit, but I know how my running game is. RJ Harvey's a good running back, but between the tackles, he's just not. That we miss J.K. Dobbins. And now if it was J.K. Dobbins, I would be a lot more on your side. Like we better keep running the ball. But RJ Harvey's more of a between the hash marks.
Both their running backs was going crazy. ETN and then their backup came in and was averaging like 10 yards a carry. I don't understand why they stopped running the ball.
I don't get it. You know what it is, Mark? I keep saying this: offensive coordinators do not like running the ball.
They don't, because
they feel like it doesn't show how smart they are.
And Liam Cohen is a McVay guy.
It doesn't show how smart you are. Because what shows you as being a smart offensive coordinator
as you go
is all these goofy ass fucking plays they call, these motion plays, all this other goofy shit, instead you just run the fucking ball.
And then your quarterback gets you fucking fired.
Exactly. And then they hire somebody.
Trevor Lawrence, I give that bastard too much credit too.
Man, fuck Trevor Lawrence. He's fucking trash.
Trevor Lawrence played well outside of them two throws. Well,
you been all right.
That last throw was bad because if he'd have just waited 1 second, it was a second receiver running because they ran layer route.
Exactly.
That deeper layer was wide open.
That game, like when we were picking that game, I pretty much said it. That game came down to exactly how I was going to come down. Josh Allen versus Trevor Lawrence, and Josh Allen.
What the fuck was that?
I mean, come on. You going playoff situation, of course you roll with Josh Allen, and come on, man.
All right,
28-35. Come on.
We'll see on Saturday, Nick. We'll see on Saturday.
And I would say this. It haven't been official yet, but I think it will come out. Josh Allen playing with a broke foot.
Probably is. He's definitely gonna need some surgery because he's been taking a punch.
And anybody that said Josh Allen was an asshole for not being at the Golden Globes with his wife is a dumb shit. I saw that shit on people like out there looking.
That was a topic of discussion.
Yeah, I said
Yeah,
that.
Yes, people said that. I'm like, he didn't prioritize her appearance on the Golden Globes for a football game. I'm like, he literally, that's what his job is.
Yeah.
Or she didn't prioritize her job to go to a football game.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dude's not trying to win a Super Bowl at all. Like,
For their kid that they're about to have together.
Not your wife.
I'm pretty sure Haley Steinfeld understands that man's trying to win a championship. I'm sure she understands.
Yeah, she signed up for that.
Exactly.
She got a Quincy Jones on her.
Because she's a great actress and all, but I mean, she ain't making Josh Allen money. I could just say that.
No. All right. Let's go back to the games. We got let's go to the Niners and the Eagles.
John picking Niners. Look at the Eagles. I pick the Niners. Go look at the Niners. We have four really good games. Panthers, Bears.
It sucks that George Kittle got hurt.
Of course, yeah.
George Kittle, one of my favorite players in the field that don't play on my team.
Yeah, he's like top 3 for me.
Yeah.
Don't know what people talking about. George Kittle left that game with a torn Achilles.
I saw it too.
In a real G fashion, he called the owner and said, "Send him on the tequila down here."
Yep, and he did.
You hated that for him though. You hated that for him though.
30.
I think that one more year.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. These injuries starting to stack up.
Yeah, it's like his 9th season in the league. So he's going to the Hall of Fame. So
yeah,
best 49ers tight end ever, or is Vernon Davis better?
He's better than Vernon Davis.
I'm taking him over.
Better than Vernon Davis.
I want winners.
Better than Vernon Davis.
You said Luka Renzo?
No, Delaney Walker.
Oh yeah. But it's what's weird though. It's a lot of people don't remember him. A lot of people don't remember Delaney Walker was a 49er. They always remember him as a Titan, which is weird.
I don't know why.
Because he was a blocking tight end up over there, basically.
Yeah, and then he got let loose by Tannehill.
Yeah, ain't that crazy?
That's insane.
He had his best
and Arthur Smith, and Matt LaFleur of all people.
Trunks. I know he's good. I got him on a couple of my parlays for this weekend.
Oh, Tonjes is not a scrub. I never said that one bit.
Yeah, no, he's good.
And then the Sunday night game,
Thiago Splitter.
Yes.
He the coach.
He's the interim coach.
He coaching while
Chauncey's there. While Chauncey knows hospital. You know what I'm saying? So the Patriots defeated the Chargers. My bad.
I hate when they kid. I can't say nothing.
My bad. Look, man. Me and Nick been saying this all day, and people might think we looking like haters because looking like haters because of who our teams are. If I said it then, I'm gonna say it again. And Nick said it earlier. Justin Herbert got to look in the mirror. It's time. Look, the first game you lost, you had a 21-point lead. You blew it to Jacksonville. Last year against Cody's Texans, was it 27? Was it 27?
It was 27. It was like one of the biggest blown leads in playoff history.
24. I think it was 24 points because I was watching that game.
It was 27-3, right?
I was watching that game. Me and my buddy Brad, he's a Jags fan. We were in Orlando at Disney watching this. His wife and kids and my wife and my daughter. We were at place watching that game, and we left at halftime because they were beating the shit out of the Jags. And we left, and we're like, all right, we're gone. And we get back to the room, and then the Jags just surmountable comeback. And I'm like, yeah, what the hell did I just watch? So yeah, it was. I think you're right. It was I think 20. I think it was 27 or 24. It was
either way.
It was 3 touchdowns or 4 touchdowns.
No way. And then last year against Cody's Texans, he has 4 interceptions. Look, and then Sunday against New England. We talk about how bad the O-line was, but like I said, if the O-line would have got to the Super Bowl, they would have kissed. They would have been so much.
With that same O-line,
they got to the playoffs. And they was in contention for the division until they lost to the Texans week 17.
You were right, Mark. It's 27-0 or 27-7. 27-7, and then Jags. Jags, they scored a whole 3 points in the second half. The Chargers
call it the Brandon Staley special.
Man, no, that's a Chargers special.
That's the Chargers being the Chargers. But now, when it comes to what happened Sunday, he left a lot of plays on the field too.
Yes, he did.
I'm gonna call it this. And this comes with being a great quarterback. Peyton Manning went through this. Lamar had to go through this. He's still going through it he's still going through it. But
I do want to say something to Chargers fans about. They talk about how bad the offensive line was. John, I don't want to say it. Who had the worst time? The lowest amount of time to throw?
If I'm not mistaken, that would be one Josh Allen.
You know what's even bad? The Patriots have 11.5 sacks for the season. Mm-hmm. As a team. Yeah. They have the worst pass rush in the league.
Somebody have worse less than us? That's crazy.
They have the worst pass rush in the league. Like by far. And it was and look, and the thing is, some of those plays, and look, go back to that chart. Who had the most time?
Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
How do you have the most time with the worst offensive line against the worst pass rush in the league? Does that even sound right altogether?
No,
it sounds like an oxymoron. It makes no sense.
But you can't say nothing bad about Justin Herbert. I know that.
And look, and I'm a guy that told people, y'all remember, I was telling Charger fans, they got their guy in Justin Herbert. But everybody was like, oh, we don't know. He's a guy. There's no doubt about it. But dog,
has anybody forgotten what my team does? Like, has anybody forgotten how bad our offensive line is?
Yes.
Our offensive line is fucking dog water.
Yeah, y'all offensive line is pretty bad too, but y'all defense make everybody forget about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because Justin Herbert doesn't show
where he is.
JT, that's what it was. And then, like we said, and then we talk about this game Monday. Cody's Texans.
Sorry, Cody, but y'all beat the dog shit out of them. That shit
was terrible. Sent the Steelers home.
I said I understand why Cody's still watching this game. This is the first quarter.
Yeah, first quarter game was over.
I at one point, I was at one point and I was like, they were gonna lose. And I just went and poured a drink and I'm like, yep, we're about to lose. And I was watching the Manning cast. And I was praying to God that JJ Watt, because JJ Watt was there, we're going to end up winning. And JJ Watt leaves, and then Roethlisberger comes on, and we just start running the pill, man. So,
Woody Marks get that. It was a Woody Marks touchdown.
First 100-yard game he's had all season. That's what's crazy to me.
Wow.
Hey, I have a question. Mm-hmm. What the fuck was TJ Watt?
That's the question everyone's been asking.
I think he has like 1 sack in all his playoff games. He's played in 5. 1.
But everybody says that he's better than JJ.
He's not better than JJ.
He's not better than JJ.
He's not. I don't give a fuck what. No.
Better than JJ and what? Better than JJ who?
No, exactly.
His brother.
That's only JJ.
JJ Hickson?
Yeah, that's it.
People see TJ, and I get it. When he's on his game, he's a tremendous pass rusher. I think a lot of people highly underestimate just how good prime JJ Watt was. rushing from the
MVP
inside.
votes.
Exactly. Rushing as a defensive end, rushing as a defensive tackle, and then putting him. I mean, just people just don't understand just the value J.J. Watt brought. He was in another tier at his peak.
Answer this: why was J.J. Watt contemplating coming out of retirement to play for the Steelers team? He said it was only 2 plays he would come out of retirement. He was going back to the Texans, or he was going to play.
He just wanted to play. He just wanted to play with his brother. That's all. He said that last night. He said that last night because he wanted to play with his brother.
There was only 2 times that he didn't want to steal money from his brother. Yep, that's the only reason why he didn't come out of retirement, because he felt he would have took money off from TJ's negotiations.
Yep, you would have.
Yes.
Jimmy Butler should have shut the damn ball.
And the thing is, J.J. Watt is actually, when you look at his size and stature, he is a perfect 3-4 defensive end.
Yes, for sure.
He's going to skate into the Hall of Fame.
6'6", 285 is what he played at.
He's a perfect 3-4 end. Perfect.
Yep.
He's going to skate into the Hall of Fame. He's probably there already. But
He's my favorite player of all time.
Give me my jacket.
Don't even have.
Don't even wait. She's like, give me my jacket. I don't know why y'all voting.
They might as well go fit that man for the jacket. He's in. He's getting the Hall of Fame.
Favorite player of all time, like literally favorite player of all time. I don't watch soccer, but when I went to England last year. Obviously we were in Burnley because that's where my father-in-law lived, but I made a trip specifically to where JJ Watt owns the soccer team there in Burnley, just to fucking buy a shirt that was a JJ Watt Burnley soccer team shirt. So just so that I had it, because it's literally one of those guys, So
Champ. Speaking of shout out to Champ. He makes the case of how JJ Watt should have won MVP that year.
Yes,
a lot of people did. We met.
Yeah.
Yes, he should have won. He should have won over Tom Brady, right?
That was Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. It was Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, for sure. Dog, he was the best player in the league with Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Peyton.
Yeah,
he was the best player in the league.
Yeah, if you look at
it wasn't close.
Yeah, like if you're talking about the criteria of value, it wasn't even close, bro. Yeah,
this motherfucker had 20 sacks 2 times.
The only person to ever do it.
And then look, he got hurt and came right back and had 17? Like, come on, bro. He got hurt and people thought he was done, and he went to Arizona and still got 11.
I mean, you got to think, like, in 2016, 2017, he only played 8 games between 2 seasons, and that was the problem. That was the only thing. But 2014 alone, 2015, 2014, J.J. Watt were just top-tier defense at its best. And I will die on that. I would die on that hill.
Hey, he was so good. He literally made everybody around him better on defense.
I mean, I know where you guys have Reggie and at defensive end, like probably top 2 in y'all's opinion of all time. Well, JJ Watt to me I can make a case for it, so just because
him a defensive end, because in the 3-4 scheme, that's 3 defensive tackles. He's a defensive tackle.
Yeah. People call him a defensive tackle, so
he's a defensive tackle, bro. But the way he plays is so crazy. People can't fathom that he's a defensive tackle. He played defensive tackle at Wisconsin.
Hold on, where? As far as defensive ends,
he was a tight end. He was a fucking tight end in Central Michigan.
Yeah.
Who's y'all's GOAT defensive end?
Well, theirs is Bruce Smith, but I got Reggie.
I got Reggie.
I ain't mad at Bruce Smith though.
Bruce Smith.
I don't know. It's not that I love Bruce Smith. I just look at how long Reggie played, and like the dude made 2 all-decade teams.
I don't disagree with either one of them.
Reggie's that man.
Reggie was different, but I also, and this is no shot, but I also consider Reggie the same thing I do with J.J. Watt as a D tackle.
That's why I consider Reggie Watt as a D tackle. I consider Reggie Watt as a D tackle. Relax, B. All right, let's look ahead to and then what about we didn't pick the college game that happened on Saturday. On Friday. What game?
Everybody picked
2 games that happened.
What games?
Everybody picked Miami.
That was actually a good game.
That was a good game. Everybody picked.
I told you. I told you the gimmick, man. I told you they wrote this story.
And
I
then
don't know. The story gonna have to try it again.
and then
Indiana. Everybody picked Indiana except for one person.
Look, I knew this was over after the first play. You throw a pick six on the first play, I'm like, yeah, they're gonna hit the freeway. I sure did. It sure did.
Already.
It sure did. First thing I was saying it I said it when I was doing the watch on Nick. I was like, this remind me of the ball game where Peyton Manning said in the Super Bowl. I was like, nope.
Hey, John, you know what's so crazy about that? So I was watching that Super Bowl, right? And the game just started. I'm not expecting nothing to happen on the very first play of the Super Bowl. So I went to go make me a plate real fast, bro. I come back and I'm hearing people going crazy. I come back, I'm like, what the hell happened? They like, oh, they scored already. What do you mean they scored already?
Oh, talking about that Seahawks Broncos Super Bowl?
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Good God.
Yeah, that game was, oh, Lord.
Change subject, please. Can we get to the game?
My bad, John. My bad.
So,
Y'all overcame that bullshit. Y'all won.
So 3 people tied. Nick, John, and Cody tied for the win.
That's my future quarterback, you heard?
And Mendoza be balling.
I don't know, man. Mendoza's looking more and more. He's such a nerd, but he's looking more and more like a professional quarterback.
Hey, Cody.
I think anybody was gonna play, to be honest.
The number one thing people was saying about Mendoza was he didn't have good games against good teams. I think in the past 3 games he's had.
He comes out and dog walks. He comes out and dog walks Miami on Monday night.
Oh yeah, bro.
That problem that shit's behind him.
Yeah, yeah. You throw that narrative out the window. That narrative should be done for already, but it's for sure.
Yeah, I think that narrative should already be gone. I mean, you dog walk Alabama, you dog walk Oregon. I mean, yeah, that narrative should already be gone.
And don't get Ohio State.
And he beat Ohio State.
Yeah, beat Ohio State too. Yeah,
those are 3 very tough games to play in back-to-back points. 81 points.
Yeah, I think that narrative should already be gone. I know people are going to try to hold it, but yeah, I think that narrative should already be gone.
I just love the prop bet every time that he's on at an interview. The prop bet is how many times he's going to go say God in a interview. So I think the prop's been like 2 or 3 times every interview for the past 3 games. So
and if you do that fake cry shit,
he's fucking. But he's Cuban. He's Cuban, so he's going to have all the fans in at Miami and on Monday night.
He can bring out the
Mark.
Nick, you saying from my phone? I'm about to.
I don't know. That you still have to sell a jersey when you come to Reagan. A Reagan jersey with Mendoza on the back. That's selling like crap.
There'll be a bunch of ass walking around the Raiders stadium next week.
So let's go ahead and pick. Let's go ahead and pick the games for. Now let's go ahead and pick.
Are we doing the show in Vegas next year?
I'm with it though.
We already got a place to stay. We ain't gotta worry about that. I got you, Cody. You already know.
I might need my own spot.
Me too.
I'll be at the Venetian or the Palazzo. You just holler at me wherever you need to go. So,
Chris. Okay, Chris. Congratulations. You win 6 for 6. I'm happy for you.
Shout out
to you.
But
Chris.
she picked Oregon though.
Yeah, that's right. He didn't go 6 for 6. Did she? Wait a minute. Did she go back and pick, or did she change her mind?
No, so first she picked Ole Miss and she went back and changed her mind to Miami.
But did she pick Oregon?
No, she picked Oregon. Of course she picked Oregon.
You didn't go 6 for 6, Chris.
NFL.
Okay. All right. NFL wise. Okay. I was like, I know you weren't. Maybe we weren't watching the same game with Oregon and Indiana. But I saw the clearly number 1 pick in the draft. And Dante Moore might need to go back to college. But now that Team Mahomes is going to Oregon, that might not happen. Let's go ahead and look ahead at Divisional Weekend and the Natty. Cool. Team Mahomes.
Oh, he said I'm willing to sit on the bench ride the
what?
That's what he said. He said it. Don't look at me. You the one that said it.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get these picks in for the Divisional Weekend, and then we're also picking the National Championship game as well. I got Nessa. She had
Nessa sent the pick too.
yeah, because she's on the weather right now, so she
Yeah.
she knocked out. She knocked out. She knocked out.
Nessa.
They good? Huh? They good? All right.
Oh, John. Oh yeah. Okay. I got it. I got it.
Chris.
I gotta forget. I gotta give you something too.
All right. Drell's make Drell. What you got? Oh, CJ McCollum, 16 points tonight for the Division.
God damn it! That's I should have picked over for that.
Luka got 7 assists. Hold on. Whoa.
Luka got 23 and 7.
I think I got LeBron assist on my and one of my cards.
So here
I was crazy today.
Here we go. All right, let's start off Saturday. It's my Broncos versus Mark's Bills. I already know who I'm picking. And I don't know who Mark's picking, but who y'all picking? Sam's picking as well.
I'm picking a better quarterback.
So that's going to be the narrative of everybody on TV these days.
Yeah.
He said he's picking the Bills.
Oh, Sam.
Okay, Chris. I see you. Salute.
Denver's a 1.5 point favorite, by the way, just for Chris.
Yeah,
just
it opened up with
just because Chris already knew.
It opened up with Buffalo's a 1.5 point favorite.
I just want to make sure we can get everybody to the field healthy.
All right.
I'm gonna go. Man, I really feel like the Bills. This is just. Yeah, I have to go this because I picked the Bills as a Super Bowl pick, so I want to kick their ass again.
So did I.
I don't think we can beat you guys again. I beat you guys, so I think we can beat the Bills.
That's it.
Same player.
I'm just saying. I'll go Bills. I'll go Bills here.
All right. What you got, Drell?
Tilson. I think this comes down to the same thing like it did with the Jacksonville game. I mean, it's like, Bo Nix, he doesn't do great in the first 3 quarters. The fourth quarter, he come out gangbusters. I think, yeah, man. Like I said, Josh Allen in the playoff setting, man. You can't doubt the man. So
this is Josh Allen year, y'all.
Yeah,
Sammy Watkins. I'll go Sammy Watkins.
Yeah, give me some of that. Give me some of that Thurman. Yeah, I'll take some of that Thurman Thomas action on that one.
Nice. Yeah, he too busy to give it the move.
Hey, yo. And by the way, wait a minute. Yeah, that is kind of crazy, JoJo. Nessa and JoJo. Usually they pick together, but this one they're actually divided. Once someone's picking Buffalo, someone's picking Denver. Well, I know Nessa already told me she's picking the Broncos. So I don't know if that gets half a point. All right, next. So Nick, who you picking? Nick, who'd you say?
I'm picking a better quarterback. I got OJ Simpson.
You said a better quarterback here. You said OJ Simpson? The heck?
Yeah, I'm picking the Bills.
That's a killer.
That's a killer pick.
Hey, man. Hey, y'all leave the UFC legend alone, man. RIP. That man didn't do it, but he for sure know who did.
I'm roll here.
All right, Mark. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna roll here.
Yeah, really? Okay.
Give me the Broncos.
Okay. I know what you're doing here, but okay. All right. Well, all right.
You can't. Hey, but here's the thing, though. You can't go from OJ Simpson and into Bronco. Like, that ain't a good look.
Hey, that's crazy. I didn't think about that.
That's the killer pick.
No.
Hey, that's a stabber, boy. That's a stabber.
No. He did not just say that. That's a stab. Yeah, he took a stab at that one.
He took a stab at it, boy. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. All right. Next game, we got the Seahawks and the Niners. I know, JT, they wild, man. Oh, man.
Seattle's a 7.5 point favorite here.
Wait, was it a Colombian next to the
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Wait.
Seahawks and Niners.
I'm calling this right now, y'all. This game the Seahawks about to hit the freeway in this game, bro. I can see it happen.
So you got
Yeah,
you got Shine Alexander.
And there's 12 million kids.
He's got 14, doesn't he? Is it like 14?
I'm not going to
like that, yeah.
No, he
Maybe
was
that.
Alabama.
He was Alabama.
Boy, him and Phillip Rivers in competition, boy.
Yeah, they know
And Sean Kemp.
The rest of them all in one sheet. So that shit come out on the field. Crazy.
I think like the last 5 was Sean Alexander, his current wife.
I think about Sean Kemp. All right, who y'all got? Who everybody got?
Chris got the Seahawks. Sam got the Seahawks.
Everybody got the Seahawks, huh?
Yeah. Give me
Give me Jerry Rice.
Give me Walter Jones.
Hey,
Cody.
chill out, Cody.
Cody.
Sorry. Give me Matt Hasselbeck.
John, who you got?
A forgotten quarterback.
Who did Nelson get? JoJo said the Sea Chickens. And Dolphins fans don't like the Seahawks. That's crazy.
Nessa picked the Niners.
They really beat them this week.
They really are. I think it's because of Monday. I think that's what it's all about. I think it's all over Monday. But Beastquake.
What you said? A beast shake?
I said the Beastquake, beast mode.
Saints fans still get PTSD.
They really do.
Give me the first running back with 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving in the same year. You know, give me Roger Craig.
Hall of Fame finalists.
So that ain't on the Hall of Fame already. It's crazy.
All right, let's go to Sunday. Sunday. Cody's Texans versus the Patriots.
Woo!
What a game.
New England 3-point favorite.
This is gonna be
At
a
home.
game right here.
In Foxborough. Oh man. My head is telling me to pick the Patriots. My brain is telling me to pick the
It's
Patriots.
fine. I think it's probably a good pick. I told you, I think after last night, I feel like we're gonna get mopped. So
Vince Wilfork.
yeah.
Stop, fam.
Okay.
Don't do
Okay,
that.
I got one. Danny Amendola. There you go. I got one for you. There's one.
Hey, come on. All right, Cody. Okay,
Everybody chill out, man.
Wes Welker.
All right.
My bad. Dude, I know this dude play for the Texans and the Patriots. It's crazy.
He didn't. He was a coach for us
He
too.
was a wide receiver coach for the Texans.
At one point.
No, Wes Welker. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? You good? What's wrong with him? Are you good? What's wrong with him? All right, I'm making sure. All right, man.
Yeah,
Chris got the
Gave it. Oh, okay. Who?
Did you say gave it?
Oh God.
I hate Nick. Nick be hearing the wrong shit, man.
Jake Moravia out here practicing half-court shots.
Who? Put a don't connect.
No, Jake Moravia. What don't?
Why everybody? Why everybody in the locker room?
Hey, talk about, man.
Right.
Hey, what don't connect?
Yo,
Dude.
what we doing?
Yeah, bro, man. Just go, I mean, you ain't that sorry, bro. Stop it, man. Chris got the Patriots. Sam got the Patriots.
Yeah, I think I got the Pats too. I hate picking
Oh,
Patriots.
go.
I think I got Patriots too.
And Cody, if you lose, we win. You're a genius, but yeah,
Man, hold on. Let me get JJ.
you got Justin James.
And go with the first ever Houston Texan, David Carr,
Oh wow.
a Super Bowl champion, by the way.
Max.
He is. Number 1 overall pick.
Who you want to Super Bowl with?
Giants.
The Giants is Eli's backup.
You might back up.
JT, this is still wild as hell when everybody says it. Give me Mr. Happy Endings Watson. Who said that? JT's he's talking about Deshaun. He's not talking about me.
Mr. Happy Ending ones.
There. He's talking about Deshaun. He's not talking about me.
Well,
Relax.
speaking of Mr. Happy in the
Yo, what's wrong with you?
we would like to say
What's wrong with you?
85% off on
Yo,
the
you good?
on
Yo,
the
you good?
OnlyFans.
Hey.
You good?
Hey, I'm gonna give a quick shout out to Brandon in the block. That's Mr. Touch My Body.
That's what I'm right here. So.
That is.
Brandon from the block. Yeah, Brandon. Like
No,
it was a clip. It was a clip from I think it was from the not this past season, but the season before. And Commanders was playing the Browns were playing the Commanders, and Brandon was going to pick the game, and he was comparing the teams, and he flat out called Deshaun Watson Mr. Touch My Body. That was like the clip of the year. That was the clip of the year.
You got Texas or the Patriots? I don't know.
Yeah, we go to.
Give me. I'm gonna go Mario Williams on this one.
God, don't say that name around Mark.
Oh my God!
Don't say that name around Mark.
Don't say him around. I hate that fucker too.
Yeah, he didn't steal money from y'all. Well, he actually did, huh?
Man, fuck that. He got to wait till the draft.
He actually did steal money. He actually did steal money from because that was the pick that should have been Reggie Bush.
Oh, and who was y'all quarterback that year?
That was still David Carr.
It was
still Carr.
Before they got matched up, it was still David Carr.
They still got Matt Ryan.
And then we ended up with Matt Leinart. Fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I got him too late. His spirit was already broken.
No, too late was out of SC.
All right. Hey, Mark. JoJo, you picking the Patriots or the Texans?
Who the Patriots?
Hey, I think Bro's spirit got broken in that Bears game.
It really did.
He was never the same. And Dennis Green was RIP. Dennis Green coaching career wasn't the same after that either. Dennis Green knew he was going to get him fired.
We picked Mario Williams. We picked Mario Williams, right? We could have had Reggie. We could have had AJ Hawk. We could have had Vernon Davis. We could have had Dante Whitner. We could have had Haloti Nada.
Y'all should have traded down if y'all weren't going to get a quarterback.
Fucking
blame Charlie Casserly.
Antonio Cromartie. His 47 kids.
Wait, that was Charlie Casserly.
Yeah, Charlie Casserly was the GM when they took Mario Williams.
All right,
in the last game on the NFL side. Okay, in the last game on the NFL side is the Rams versus the Bears. Y'all good?
Hey, what's the weather gonna be like in Chicago?
It's expected to be cold. But let me see.
No snow?
No, I don't even know snow. They thought it was snow Saturday. It did in the pregame.
My bad, dog.
Something wrong with this dude. It's gonna be snow.
Cody, who's the favorite?
The favorite is Rams by 3.5.
They said this weekend's game is expected to not only feel under 10 degrees, there's expected to be a precipitation. So they expect a high of maybe 10 to 15 degrees with 20 to 30 mile an hour winds.
Well, I don't give a damn what the weather is. I'm gonna choose my boy, Mr. Fingernails.
FanDuel says, expect 18% real field temperature will drop below 10 degrees.
That's what we're doing over there on the field.
Sam, of course, got the Rams.
Give me Sophie Elise Watson.
Rams.
Okay.
Who? Nessa got.
She has.
Man, give me the Bears, man. I feel like
the Rams too.
I feel like the Bears, 49ers, NFC Championship go crazy.
Edward, it's gonna be real cold. Yeah, it's gonna be cold, all right.
No, what if Sam Darnold goes to the Super Bowl? Man, if he goes to the Super Bowl, he can fire the Vikings coach. Or somebody
fire the GM.
Fire somebody.
Fire the GM.
You didn't know before I fired him, saying Judges. We made that trade to Minnesota before.
Fire the GM because KOC, I guarantee, would have took Sam Darnold back. All they had to do was franchise him. And then Monday night.
Oh, give me the Rams. Steven Jackson.
Steven Jackson.
I got Chris got the Rams. I know Sam got the Rams.
Where's Fat? Sorry, Fat. This ain't nothing about the Bears. It's just this is all about Matthew Stafford.
Give me. I'm gonna pull a name out the hat for y'all. Give me Azahir Hakeem on this one.
Wow.
Shout out to Oz from out here.
Azahir Hakeem. Shout out to my boy James. I was dope, man.
Who they got? Who Nelson JoJo got?
The Rams.
The Rams. Nick, and you got
You said my forte.
You said fingernails, didn't you?
Another guy should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he should.
He died, didn't he?
No, he's still with us.
No, the rapper.
Who?
Rapid Forte still alive, bro.
No, Nick from hold on. Let's just talk.
Okay. Yeah, all right. And then Monday night, the Natty. The game that will decide it all. Who will be the national champion? Is the number 1 seeded Indiana Hoosiers versus JoJo, JT.
Oh, John Forte.
Yeah, he died today.
Yeah.
From refugee camp. John Forte. Yeah, shout out to RP John Forte. My Indiana, Miami from Miami. Miami, the first team.
What you just said?
Indiana, Miami from Miami.
No.
First time a team is playing in the college in the Natty in their own stadium. In the college football playoff there. And by the way,
in their own stadium here.
By the way, I don't want to hear this crap about possibly we getting the 16 to 24 teams for the playoff.
No, keep it the way it is.
No, let's go back. This is way too long.
I mean, come on, man.
Indiana 8.5 points.
Look, and look, I will be doing the watching on for this game Monday, 4:30. Be here.
So money line is Miami plus 270.
Joe,
That's fucking crazy. You have the spread for
Joe's
Iowa,
gonna be
Indiana, and the money line is
stress watch. Y'all want to see? Yeah, JoJo's gonna be on stress watch this game, but she's gonna be a good soldier and be on the screen.
She better than I am.
Wow, that's right. She's mad. Chris picked the Hoosiers.
Hey, listen, man. Every time I pick against Indiana win.
Dan's picking the U.
But with that said,
Picking my quarterback.
we know Nick has a
Sorry, JoJo. I'm sorry.
has a vested interest in this. You're being a good soldier by doing and watching on while your team is stressing you out. You're being as more say, being a great team, being a team player.
Antoine Randall L.
Antoine Randall L. So that's Indy for Cody.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll be live on Monday. I said it in the meeting.
you had a meeting?
Staff meeting.
I mean, if you want to, if you're not going to be too stressed out, I understand. That's why we don't do watch on Swar Squads. We'll probably get the show canceled.
Actually, me.
Yeah. But you did good when you and Nessa did the Texas versus Miami, Texas A&M versus Miami.
Oh my gosh, that was one of the greatest things I've ever watched. That watch along. Oh, that was so good.
All right. So, John, who you got?
JoJo, I'm riding with you, man. Give me RIP Sean Taylor, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis.
They're going to need all of them to win the game on Monday.
Frank Gore, Duke Johnson, Greg Olson, Jeremy Shockey, Vince Wilfork.
Charles, what's the
Cody, who you got?
I went Indiana because I went Antoine Randall L, but I just
Indiana.
This is because I don't want to see Carson Beck win a fucking championship. That's all it is.
Smelling I'm cooking.
Give me Frank Gore Jr. Daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You get Frank Green, you heard?
Warren Sapp.
Miami.
I'm gonna need a stress reliever before that game. Yeah. Ray Lewis. Yeah, that's good.
Who the next?
She picked Miami. Nessa did pick Miami. If there's any
Drill, who you got?
As a Falcons fan, I got to shout out another Falcon. Give me Tevin Coleman.
Tevin Coleman, he picking Indiana.
Now, Drill, I have a question. I literally just seen this while we were doing the show.
All right, what's up?
Have you heard any rumors about Kirby Smart going to being a Falcons coach?
They tried it, but I wouldn't. I heard, but honestly, God, I see no way that happens.
Okay, because I literally while we were doing the show, I literally just see that. Well, let me ask you before we get off here.
Yeah, I think they were trying it. Some people were like, they tried to throw his name out there, but nah, I see no way that happened.
That's a pick Miami, JoJo. I'm dead serious.
She picked Rohan Marley? What?
Yes, she picked Jonathan Vilma. She picked DJ Williams.
DJ Williams from out here too.
Eric Winston, Bryant McKinney.
This is insane. Like, it's crazy. Like, I mean, I can name just about as many or more Miami Hurricanes players than I can even Georgia Bulldogs. I mean, even just about as many, like, off the top of my head. Like, it take me longer to do it, Georgia. Even that's, and I'm a fan, and that's my team. But just because of the names that jump off paper.
Oh, you Georgia too?
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm a big Dogs fan.
Shout out, okay.
Yeah, we got 3 Bulldogs on here. You heard?
Okay.
SEC talk. Yeah, Cody's a dog.
Yeah, we got 3 Bulldogs on here.
Okay.
Right. So
I got nothing bad to say about the Georgia Bulldogs. My grandfather was a fan. So that's how that goes.
all right.
It's a great man.
All right. We're gonna get up out of here. So Cody, I will give you the floor. Give your final remarks to the Texans ahead of Sunday's game against the Patriots.
Don't be the Texans that always would lose to the Patriots. Play the same type of ball we played last night, but we can't have 3 turnovers. I know we're at 3-0 and we have 3+ turnovers by the quarterback, but we can't do that. We need to play offensive football and just bottle up Drake May. Make the rest of them beat you and punch Stephon Diggs in the mouth.
Yes. That's it. All right, we're going to get up out of here. Shout out to Drell for pulling up, of course. Y'all follow him at BRF Sports, Undisputed GOAT Podcast, him, Sports PSP, our voice champ, every Friday night. They're on YouTube, so y'all make sure y'all subscribe there. Follow them on TikTok as well. Y'all know where to follow Cody at on Ballers and Briefs. All right, we're going to get up out of here. Me and Mark will be back on Friday. Nick will be back next week. Cody will be back next week. Check me out tomorrow. Sports4U Wrestling, me, JoJo, Trail, Netza. Check out Humble Roses. Check out Marshall Mike's on Thursday. Check out May McMama's on Thursday. Best in the World on Thursday. Friday, me and Mark for Sports4U. Check out Acknowledge the Dynasty on Friday as well. And then the next Monday, Tribal Warzone. And 4:30, the Sports4U National Championship watch along for Miami versus Indiana. We will see y'all then. Thank y'all for joining us. Be good, be safe, enjoy the football, ladies and gentlemen. And we will be back on Friday. This has been Sports4U. 6-7. Shout out to 6-7. 8-9.
Hey, John.
My bad. I was going to say that. I was going to say that.
I'm glad John said that because I was about to say something crazy. But go ahead, John.
I'm John. That's Mark.
Oh, Kirby Smart on calling that name.
That's Lee Freeze.
Yeah, sir.
By the way, y'all lay off that reporter from Jacksonville. That's
Facts.
That's Cody.
For real.
That's real. And we'll see y'all on Friday night. Be